Before we start to introduce our youth, I just want to thank all those in attendance, starting with you youth. Give yourself a round of applause. So as we gather here today at the Harrisburg State Capitol for our 2024 Afterschool Advocacy Day, I'm filled with a profound sense of purpose and excitement. I'm honored to stand before a community of educators, policymakers, business leaders, and dedicated advocates who share a common vision: empowering the youth of Pennsylvania through after-school and out-of-school time programs. At PSAYDN, we recognize the immense potential that resides within our students from the K to 12th grade. These young minds, when nurtured in the right environment, can flourish beyond the boundaries of the traditional classroom setting and thrive in the OST space. OST and after-school programs provide that environment, the space of innovation, creativity, and growth for these young minds. Our mission is not just about providing academic support, although that's a cornerstone to after-school and OST programming. We do more. It's about enriching the community and fostering extended learning opportunities. These programs equip students with critical life skills, provide them with unique opportunities to explore their interests, and importantly, support their academic achievements. The benefits of after-school and OST programming extend far beyond individual success. They contribute to a stronger, more vibrant community. Students engaged in after-school programs are shown to improve not just academically, but exhibit fewer behavioral challenges and express a greater sense of belonging and engagement with their communities. So today, as we advocate for the support and expansion of after-school and OST programs, we are advocating for a brighter, more equitable future. We are ensuring that every child, regardless of their background or location in the Commonwealth, has access to the resources they need to succeed in school and in life. Give yourselves a round of applause. I urge all stakeholders here and present today to consider the profound impact that your support can have. Invest in our children. Invest in our future. Let us work together to expand and enhance the reach of after-school and OST programs across Pennsylvania, ensuring that every child can benefit from these transformative experiences. Thank you for your commitment to our cause and for joining us today to make a difference in the lives of our young people. All right. My pleasure to introduce our first speaker, or MC. I have the pleasure of, again, I talked about the statewide and how we go statewide from one end to the other, but it's always an extra pleasure to have somebody close to home that's recognized nationally in after-school and OST programs. So next up here to the mic to talk a little bit about their growth, their experience in after-school and out-of-school time programs is Daisha Drayton. Daisha is a resident located here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and has been recognized as the Boys and Girls Club of America Youth of the Year 2024. This award and the celebration of Daisha has not occurred in Harrisburg over the past 50 years. Show some support for Daisha. Let me see y'all shake, clap it up. 50 years is a long time. Some of us know this. All right, so without further delay, let's keep them hands, keep the clapping moving. Daisha Drayton.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out today and supporting this great event. All right, so I just want to share a little bit about myself. I came from a divided family with no structure, and my childhood growing up affected me mentally and physically. I went into the foster care system when I was very young. My personality faded over time, and moving from home to home, I felt like I couldn't seem to grow. When things in life constantly change, you never can get acclimated to your environment, which results in a lot of stress and anxiety. In school, I struggled with learning and making friends. In many ways, I felt like an outcast, and I didn't fit in with my peers. I would constantly change myself to adapt to certain friend dynamics, but I never stayed true to myself. I've always had a passion for art, and when I was upset, happy, or sad, I would use that as my outlet. Through art, you learn more about yourself and others. Additionally, I developed a love for journaling and poetry. But without having an opportunity to explore these passions, they're nothing. It wasn't until I moved from Tacoma, Washington to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to live with my aunt and uncle, my life changed forever. My Uncle Mark, the director of operations at the Angino Clubhouse, Boys and Girls Club of Harrisburg, is when I got enrolled, and I didn't know anybody at first. But I started to make friends. After school, the first activity was Power Hour, which was like an instructional support period for homework and other educational games. These games were super fun and exciting to work along with my peers, and they got a little competitive. A lot of times you would get put on teams with people that you didn't know, but at the end of them, you would know each other and build that sense of community within the club. Another staff member that I developed a close relationship with was my art teacher. She taught me how to express myself through creativity. I would work alongside her on various projects, which inspired me to work at the Boys and Girls Club as an art teacher. I participated in many programs like Girls on the Run, Smart Moves, Road Codes, and Summer Brain Games. Through the club, I got to meet kids from all different backgrounds. It brought awareness and built a sense of community. I volunteered in many events like MLK Day, Feeding the Homeless, and Family Fun Days. We would provide meals to the communities and families that were in need. One of my favorite events was the art gala that we had, and we got to auction off different artwork that we'd made. It shows that hard work pays off when you can do great things. Miss Hollins, a former executive director of the Boys and Girls Club, was a great influential person. She truly loved giving back to the community and providing a positive, safe place for kids. She always says, actions speak louder than words. That is so true. I admire people that take the time to give back to young kids because it shows just how important it is to feed the future and leave a positive impact. The Boys and Girls Club has instilled in me a relentless giving heart and the great value of learning new experiences. It has helped me contribute to my overall character and build a sense of community. Having the title of Youth of the Year for the Boys and Girls Club of Pennsylvania, having an honor is such great as this, by allowing me to represent what it means to be a club member and share my gift from God with everyone. If I could give any ending remarks to my future comings, it is to get out your comfort zone, explore your passions, and take the opportunity that come your way. Ultimately, the Boys and Girls Club has influenced me significantly by exposing me to new experiences that have strengthened me and developed my character. My Boys and Girls Club is a family and is everything to me. Thank you.
told you them speeches from the heart was coming. That's pretty powerful. I hear the relationship that Daisha talked about in getting in and after school and how important that is. All right, next up, in just a nice flow of the baker's dozen, right? Because we got 13 students that are going to take a couple minutes to tell similar stories. We're going to go by numbers, and number one, fittingly, is coming up to the mic.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Walker. I am 13 years old and in the 8th grade. Today I'm with Allegheny Youth Development. At AYD, we go to the cafeteria after school to eat our meals. Then we go either to the school gym or the middle school classroom. In the classrooms, we usually do math work and have time to work on our assignments and classes. This really helps me because I was actually doing very bad in math. I had a below average grade, and this time really helped me to get my grade up and succeed and pass the 7th grade. And now I am about to go to high school with straight A's. And this after school program also helped me with my social skills, because when I first came to the school, I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anyone to talk to, and it really helped me get out my comfort zone and help other people make new friends. And I also made new friends along the way. Yeah, and then yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hi, my name is Logan Dillard, and I attend Allegheny Youth Department, and I'm 10 years old. Allegheny Youth Department is like a family to me because they've been helping me through stuff, because I used to have 2 D's in spelling, then I bring them up to B's, and now I'm at A, and it's like they help me a lot, and every time I come in, I always help the former boss of AYD, Mr. Antonio. I always help every single day, and anything that he needs help with, I always do it with 2 other assistants to help. Then every time we have book club, we always do have book club, and there are several days that we don't, and that's the day where I help. And when we were doing 6 weeks or 8 weeks, I forgot, cooking classes, we went to cooking at a church, and we cooked a bunch of things. And my favorite thing that we cooked there was this homemade bread that a couple of book club members did. And I really don't do sports, so I don't do sports there. So that was what I did there. And I didn't really need help because I got that through, and I always sit down and do 30 minutes of reading and practice, and I'm at academic honor roll.
Good afternoon. My name is Maya Shola, and I'm in the 6th grade at Afterschool School. I am also a participant of the OST program at Afterschool School, which is run by the Fiscal Company Services. I have been part of the OST program since kindergarten, and it has played a significant role in shaping me into the person I am today. The OST program at Forever Arts and Sciences School is truly exceptional. We have access to a wide range of activities at clubs and cater to our interests and needs. We have dance club, cooking club, life skills classes, and even opportunities to relax and have fun with our friends. It is a place where we can unwind, explore our passions, and develop important skills. What sets our OST program apart is the sense of safety it provides after school. It's not just a place for us to complete our homework or wait for our parents. It is a safe haven where we can truly be ourselves. The supportive staff creates a positive and enriching environment that allows us to grow both academically and personally. I am truly grateful to our legislators for recognizing the importance of OSC programs and supporting our efforts. For your commitment through education and community welfare has enabled us have access to the incredible program. Keep up with the excellent work, and thank you for helping us thrive.
Hello, my name is Janila Clifford, and I go to Allegheny Youth Development. I am 10 and in the 6th grade. First, when I went to Allegheny Youth Development, I was a shy person, and my grades were not very good. First, Allegheny Youth Development helped me with my math. I almost had an E in math, but with practice, I earned my way up to a C. And Allegheny Youth Development has been a huge pathway to new beginnings, new journeys, new experiences, and everything. Like cooking, for example. I wasn't really good at cooking, and we had weeks practicing cooking every Wednesday, and I got better and better at cooking. And skiing, for example. We went to skiing every Saturday. We put on uniforms, went to a ski resort, and we skied down some hills. It was actually very fun. I almost tripped and fell sometimes, but it was very, very fun.
Good afternoon. My name is Rolando Melendez, and I am a 7th grader at Fountainville Arts and Sciences. I would like to take a moment to express my love for the OST Afterschool program. This is my 2nd year participating in the program, and I have enjoyed every moment of it. My classmate mentioned the various activities we have in after school, and I completely agree. We have the most amazing activities from arts and crafts to sports and games. There is always something fun and engaging to do. The staff is amazing as well. They go above and beyond to ensure that we are kept busy and are constantly encouraging us to step outside of our comfort zones. Although I may initially be hesitant, the staff always manages to get me excited about trying new things. It's incredible how they are able to convince me to step outside of my comfort zone. Even when I'm skeptical, and, to my surprise, I end up enjoying myself even more. This is precisely why the OST After School program is so important. It provides a space for us to explore and experiment, to try new things that we may not have the opportunity to do otherwise. Last year, we learned about stocks and investing. Who knows? You may have a future Wall Street superstar in your midst. OST After School program has been an incredible experience for me. From the amazing activities to the incredible staff, it has provided me with opportunities to grow, learn, and have fun. I urge everyone to give it a try, as you never know what exciting things you may discover about yourself.
My name is Najon Brown. I go to Propel McKeesport. I'm in 8th grade and I'm 13. I'll be talking about the frick and how it's helped me in my life. Alright, so the frick, at the frick I planted trees in my community. I um, I learned about the environment and how to how to protect it and help it. I've learned life skills that I wouldn't know without after school, like how to make a fire, and and I think y'all should fund the after school program because I think people of people of all ages should experience what I experienced and feel what I felt. Thank you.
My name is Andy with an I, and I'm 14 years old, go to Columbia High School, and going into the 10th grade. I've been attending to Columbia Boys and Girls Club since last year, and it has actually changed my life so much. I've actually had a lot of family problems, and not gonna lie, I have doubted myself so many times. But a lot of these staffs, especially Miss Lauren, has been helping me and like giving me better coping skills into like kind of solving my problems and getting past them. Because I know I have a future ahead of me, and there's still a long way to go, especially at a young age. And finding new friends at the Boys and Girls Club has actually been the amazing part of being there. There's been so many nice people, so many helpful people, and all of them has actually been chill. The first person that actually has like recommended going to the Boys and Girls Club for me was Tristan Leonard, which I'm actually so glad that he actually talked to me about it and put me into there, because it has made a huge impact to my life. And I'm also part of Teen Advocacy, which we're going to DC on July to talk about mental health and how it could change the community and make the community a better like place or something like that. And I'm actually really glad that I'm helping there, because I've had a lot of issues with mental health myself, and it could actually change like the way I feel about it as well. So being in a Boys and Girls Club is a really huge thing, and it's so important because there's a lot of things that could change like you in general. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Braden Nisley and I'm 15 going into 10th grade. I go to Columbia High School and I have been attending the Boys and Girls Club since I was 10 years old. My 10-year anniversary was actually 2 days ago, and I started attending camp when I was 10. My favorite memories that I've made was making friends, playing football, and swimming. Without the Boys and Girls Club, I don't know where I could be. I could be out in the streets roaming. I could be out in the streets roaming or doing other bad things. The Boys and Girls Club has taught me a lot of responsibilities.
Hello everyone, my name is Tristan Lenhart from Andy's Speech, and I am now going into 10th grade. I'm 15 and I attend high school at Columbia, just about an hour away. I attend the Columbia Clubhouse because my friend Livy, she should be over there sitting down. I don't know where she's at. And then my friend Braden, who just went up over there. And they brought me to this place not only for the fact that there wasn't much teens, but for the fact that they wanted more, because there's so many opportunities and ways where kids can just enjoy and come out to places such as the Harrisburg Capitol, and also South Carolina trips featuring celebrities like Todd Gurley, Larry Fitzgerald, and many more stars. And it just brings me like great joy to know that the fact that there's future that can still come to these places as long as they just believe and they could just be true to themselves.
Hello and good afternoon. I am Isaiah Athy. I am a Sunrise member and at South Philadelphia High School. I'm here to speak to you about the importance of funding after-school programs. I joined Sunrise my senior year in hopes of making connections and learning life skills. Within this past year, I have achieved these goals and more. Being in an after-school program has allowed me to learn skills that I will use outside of high school, such as resume building, career development, and college readiness. The Sunrise program also helped me realize that through STEM, team communication and critical thinking are important. After-school programs are much needed in each school district. Like Sunrise, are geared towards academic progression, plays a major role in building kids' confidence and grades. Children are part of low-income households go home to no academic help because of the status of their home. So the funding of after-school programs are much needed on a bigger scale than people realize. If we are the voices of tomorrow, why not fund the development of our voices? Thank you.
My name is Nasir Harrison. I'm a 12th grade student at South Philadelphia High School. I joined Sunrise my sophomore year of high school when I was connected to the program for their paid career development opportunities. I am a graphic design focused student, and it is important for me to speak to all of you today and stand up for the students who do not have access to an amazing after-school program like I do. I am here today to talk about our voters and lawmakers, those who can continue to fight for programs like Sunrise that keep kids and teens safe, connected, and hopeful about the future we're building. The most valuable thing about my experience in my after-school program is my connection with the adults there. The adults at my after-school program know all of us very well. If someone shows up and their energy is off that day, they will check in with them and do what they can to make them feel better. This is something that is not always possible during the school day when things are chaotic and teachers are too stressed to offer comfort to individuals. Being out in public or even during the day, I don't feel as comfortable being by myself and letting my guard down as much as I do when I'm at my after-school program. We thankfully have access to a very welcoming and safe environment after school to be ourselves. This safe space has helped me discover who am I, what I like to do. If it wasn't for Sunrise, I wouldn't have met one of my closest friends that I spent a lot of time with. Students who may get to interact during the day can form meaningful relationships outside of the school day. The safe environment is thanks to the amazing adults who run our program. If I was facing a major life challenge, I would go to them before the school counselor. They are some of the most considerate and non-judgmental adults I have encountered. When things like a lot for me feel like a lot for me, they are there to show unconditional love that I know I can't get from the staff at my school. Imagine where every student in Pennsylvania has access to an adult that they can trust and look up to. My after-school program is also important because it gives us a chance to get exposed to our opportunities we would have never gotten to know about. Otherwise, we meet with politicians, representatives, and from different colleges and inspiring speakers. If it wasn't for the program, I would have never known about like culinary arts or amazing opportunities in my community participating in this program. I had realized that even though the city environment that we live in can be negative and dangerous, I have been able to realize that I am a caring, smart, and that these things make me possible for me to be successful beyond what some people may expect from me. It helped me realize how valuable it is to be hardworking when we are bored. There is always productive options or something to do after school. Originally, I did not have interest into going to college, but after college reps came to talk with us about things we were actually interested in, I became inspired to further my education. My after-school program is a place that makes me feel successful. They encourage me to do things that may be outside my comfort zone at first, but as I try new things, I gain confidence in them. I've been talking about how important my after-school program has been in my high school career. I want you to remember that many students feel like they may not have opportunities or chances to be successful themselves, but have a strong after-school program with caring and knowledgeable adults. Anything is possible. Thank y'all for being here. Let's hear for Sunrise in the after-school program across Pennsylvania. Thank y'all.
All right. All right. That was the Baker's Dozen. Let's give a round of applause for all of our youth voice here this afternoon. Just want to take a minute before I introduce our next speaker, who will then close out our session here this afternoon. I want to give some recognition and acknowledgement to the after school, not just provider in the sense of the organization, but the worker. After school program, the position, it's not a hustle. It's not the part-time, although the hours reflect that. It is truly a position of the after-school worker. We have to pay attention and make sure that we understand that it's quality work that they're doing. After-school professionals is a quality job. We want to provide benefits. We want to provide flexibility. We want to provide all of those things that enrich these students behind me. You heard many of them talk about the relationship that they have with the staff. That is not done overnight. That's not done on one stop to the program. That's a continuous, consistent effort from the after-school provider and the worker. So join me, please, here, youth, giving a great round of applause and a thanks for your after-school providers every day that show up to support you, support your dreams, and give you this moment like today, youth voice. All right, as we wrap up here, our next and closing speaker is a young man who is being recognized again across the country. It's all right, he ain't from the Berg, it's cool. He's from Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is part of Pennsylvania, right? This is what we are, a statewide network. You heard many students speak from the Allegheny County, from the 8 Posts, all the way to the East Coast programs, residing here in Harrisburg. Way to go, Mr. Hawthorne at Boys and Girls Club. Want to introduce Jalen Clark Carr. Now, Jalen, again, is one of 15 nationwide after-school ambassadors. I ain't going to run down the GPA and all of those things, but I'll let him tell the story. But let's give a warm welcome for Jalen, who's going to close us out today.
Good afternoon, y'all. How y'all doing today? That's good. So I'm here to tell y'all about my after-school group. I'll go to the night after-school group in Philadelphia. I'm sorry. So in the night after-school program, we do a bunch of things. It's a student-led program where we get to explore different careers and build ourselves as people. And one of these careers that I chose to follow was AV Club. And in AV Club, I spent many times filming, directing videos, and also editing. Now, some of these projects didn't turn out well, but with my team, we tried to make it better. We tried everything we could to put out a good film for people to watch. And through AV Club, I found out that cooking wasn't the only option I had. Cooking is one of my main career choices. I love cooking a lot. And I explored both culinary arts and the AV field. And I found out that if I don't want to do culinary arts for the rest of my life, I found I have many opportunities in the AV field as either a director or editor. Now, not only did after school provide many opportunities for me, it also gave me a safe place to build connections and meet new people, so I also network if I can't get into the said fields I want. So not only does after school provide a safe place for your kids to be at, but it also provides a place for them to find new opportunities, build connections, and also meet new people, so you to get out of the world, find new people, do new things, and build upon yourself so you don't be stuck in one small area. Thank y'all for your time.
I on a daring student to close us out. This is on the spot.
Thank you for coming out here today.
She wasn't playing. Thank you for coming out today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.